Hi! In this video we will talk more about what HTML is and how we write it. We'll go through some of the most commonly used HTML tags and how to write them. HTML is a so-called markup language. What that means is that we're marking our content with different tags, much like you do in Word or Google Docs when you choose, for example, the level of your heading. And the tags let the computer know what the content should look like. HTML is used on all web pages, and it's what the web browser sees and reads. Let's have a look at how to write it on a whiteboard. As mentioned, HTML is built of tags. That's how the computer knows what is what in the document. We're going to begin with writing an H1 tag. H1 stands for heading 1, which is the biggest headline on the page. It's like a title of a book. There should only be one. If you want more headings, you can use another number. You can write headlines from H1 to H6, but we will talk more about that later on. To write an HTML tag, you start with the opening tag. And it begins like this, the crocodile mouth or the less than symbol. Then you write the name of the tag you want to use, which in this case is H1. And then you close off the opening tag with another crocodile mouth or a greater than symbol. So this is the opening tag of the HTML tag. Now we write our content. What should be the text in the headline? And now we just need to do the closing tag, which looks almost like the opening tag, but with a slash. So crocodile mouth, slash, and then H1 and crocodile mouth. So now we have a complete tag. Opening tag, content, and closing tag. This is what an HTML tag looks like. When we write this in the code editor later on, only the content will be shown in the browser. So the user who visits your website will not see these tags, just the content, the headline. Okay, cool. What other tags are commonly used? Not all text needs to be a heading, of course. Sometimes we just want some body text. And the tag used for a block of body text is the paragraph tag. And it looks like this. We write an opening tag, but this time we just write a P for paragraph. And then we write the content. And then the closing tag. So they look quite similar. We just changed the H1 to P for paragraph. Okay, what else? Links are very common on websites. So let's add a link. A link is called an anchor tag, and we write it like this. So A for anchor tag, and then to tell the browser where the link should go, we add an attribute called href for reference. So here we will write the reference to where the link should go. So I will just write Google for now. Now I need to use two lines, but this is the opening tag. So you can see here that the crocodile mouth is there and the other crocodile mouth is there. So this is the opening tag. Then within the tag, we write the content. So what should the user see? Like what is the text of the link that you are clicking? So here I will write Google, and then just because now we have two rows, we might as well have another for the closing tag. So here we have the opening tag, the content, and the closing tag. And I just wrote it on 3 different lines because it didn't fit, but it's the same as these: opening tag, content, closing tag. And the same here. So that's how you do a link. Let's also add an image. An image tag looks a little bit different from the other tags because it's self-closing. And this means that it doesn't have any content like the other tags with text in them. So what's important here is that we need to remember to add a source to the image tag to let the HTML know exactly what image to display. And a self-closing tag looks like this. So it doesn't have an opening tag and a closing tag. It just has this one tag, which is closing with the slash at the end. So this is a self-closing tag. But as I said, we need to tell HTML where the image should come from. So I'm going to erase this here. And we're going to add an attribute called source. So src for source, and this is where we will write the image path. And here I can write an image path to a file, so I can write a file name, or I can add a link, like a URL, to the image that I want to display. But I'm just gonna make up a file name for now. image.jpg. And then self-closing, so slash and the crocodile mouth. So this is a complete image tag. Yeah, that's how you write some of the most commonly used HTML tags. Maybe this is a lot to process right now, but just think that HTML tags has an opening tag, content, and closing tag, except for image, that is self-closing. We will go through this even more, and there are many more tags out there as well, but you'll come a long way with these ones. So tag along to the next video.